Okay, just come out on a Sunday morning, barely morning actually, 10 to 12. So this is a rare day for me in that I had no to-do list deliberately. So I had no one staying over, no big chores to do. So I thought, you know what, let me just see if I want to be lazy today. And sometimes it's good just to have no preconceived big list. Now, generally speaking, when I'm busy, I get more done. Now that sounds obvious, but what I mean is, kind of goes back to a saying I was once told, and I can't remember by who, but I'm going to imagine it was by one of those designers like Valentino or someone. But the phrase goes, if you want something done, give it to a busy man. And I find that when I'm busy, I tend to take on more and more. And by doing that, you get very busy, but you get your stuff done and you're rushing around, and then you can take a big sigh of relief at the end of the day going, wow, okay, got it done. But today I had no one staying over, Sunday morning, had no list. Ironically, I was just about to start talking about what I was doing today, and one of the things was testing out this new DJI Mic Mini. And unfortunately that failed just around about then. Potentially user error, because one of the things I was talking about was buying cheap mics that I'd seen quick reviews on, then realised that they were, as well as being cheap, they were absolute rubbish, and then realising that probably the videos that I'd watched about them were paid promotions. There's the DJI. So in all my testing at home, it was working really well. But it works well with the receiver plugged into the phone. So for today's outing, I'd connected it via Bluetooth, and it was working until it wasn't. So the rest of this part of the video has no audio. But from memory, what I was talking about was, as well as spending a bit of the morning playing with the mics and trying to just get my general setup better, because I've had some poorly recorded videos. Aside from that, I was saying that because I'd had no commitments, preordained commitments for the day, that I turned off my alarms. So that was the first thing I did to just relax today without any commitments. So no one needed me, no one wanted anything from me. So I turned off the alarm, woke up at the normal time at about 7:45, and then went back to sleep. Dozed off, just chilled out, remembering that no commitments, and then woke up at 10. It felt a little bit guilty to begin with, but then reminded myself, no, this is the lazy day. This is the day where I don't have to do anything. I can do what I want when I want, but no pressure. Nothing needs to be forced. And then I decided, look, I haven't done any runs for a bit. Actually, when I checked, it was Boxing Day was the last time. Apart from warm-up runs at Taekwondo. So at Taekwondo inside a hall, we'll do a few laps, then we'll do press-ups, star jumps, a few laps, and so on. But that's not any real distance. So yeah, came out today and decided, even though it's a bit rainy, to go out for a walk run and head to Lloyd Park. And just take it really easy. I'm not sure what I was showing you there, maybe the gloomy weather, or maybe I was getting close to Lloyd Park. But yeah, so that's the general idea, is to have no pressure, no further commitments beyond what I'm going to do now. Really easy walk run. I've got some tunes lined up. I've got my AirPods in my pocket. I'm going to just enjoy the time that I've got for myself. Not think about work tomorrow. I'm going to plan my appointments later on, so no pressure. This is literally time for myself. The phone's on Do Not Disturb for an hour, and just take it step by step. The plan is to do the 5K in the park, and then look for some nice little lanes to walk home on. I think I've seen the one I'm going to go down, and it's just down here on the side, somewhere nice and quiet. Right, that's 5k done. It's a bit of a weird one today. I was expecting to do a run walk because that's all I have been doing for the last few years, because of knee injuries and so on. So to make it feel easier on the knees and to run at a pace that feels like running and not walking, I normally do 1 minute running, 1 minute walking, and sometimes change that about a bit for 30 minutes run, 30 seconds run, 1 minute walk, or 1 minute run, 30 seconds walk. So any of those kind of work. But today I'm going to sneeze. Hang on. Hold on. So terrible bit of hay fever, I think, of some description. So yeah, today when I left my house it was very kind of wet and gloomy, hence the rainproof cap. Actually today I'm all in black for some reason. Not sure, it's sort of semi-deliberate I guess, trying to match with my black hat. Anyway, walked to Lloyd Park as my usual warm-up, did a little bit of a stretch, which I don't normally do at the beginning. I normally stretch at the end, but I decided to do some leg raises and side leg raises and a bit of a Achilles stretch. And I don't know if that contributed to what happened next, but Lloyd Park was really muddy, so muddy that I had to take very slow, short strides, and by doing that it meant my initial pace was really slow, so there was no point in stopping the timer to walk because the jogging was so slow. So I just turned the timer off. I thought, okay, well, let's just see how long I can run in the mud at this pace. And it was becoming worse and worse in terms of how slippery it was. So I'd got as far as 2k in the mud, slipping around, and I decided to exit the park, not my way home, but like a kind of longer way. And I thought, let me just carry on jogging. And to cut a long story short, I actually jogged the whole 5k for the first time in can't remember how long, but I'm going to guess about 4 years. So that felt pretty good. And not fast, by the way. I mean, my last run walk I did on Boxing Day, I believe, was 35 minutes. So jogging at a comfortable pace, walking at a comfortable pace, minute on, minute off, and I think it was 35 minutes. So today, or 35 and a half, whatever it was, today running the whole 5k was 34 minutes 40 seconds. So maybe shaved a minute off, but a bit of a milestone anyway. So yeah, so this is the lazy day. I had no plans, and it's turned out to be a bit of a milestone achievement for the last couple of years. And the sun's come out, can't really see, but can see a bit of blue sky peeking out. I'm hoping this mic's doing the trick. I didn't put the wind cap on. Don't think it's called a wind cap, but I didn't put the wind resistor thing on. So yeah, I'm going to head home. My only decision to make is whether to have a hot shower or a hot bath. But if I have a hot bath, I always finish with a shower anyway, because I don't like drying myself off with the same water I've been sitting in. But yeah, the day is still young. It's only 12:47. So I'll see what else I want to do as the day goes on. I'm sure something will catch my attention. Anyway, catch you later. So I decided to have a homemade spa day, setting a hot bath for about half an hour, which felt like a steam room. So that was nice. And then just finishing off with a nice refreshing shower, a little bit cooler to cool down and stop sweating. And then I think I'm going to just finish the day off by watching a movie or two and just make it a proper Sunday afternoon before the week ahead. So You guys chill out and have a good week ahead too.